Okay, hi everybody. This is Barbara Madison from BrandSuccess.com, and I'm with another old friend who used to live near me in Connecticut, and she's now in Oregon doing energy healing work, Robin Friedman, and I'm so glad that she's here with me. And she's got a new technique that I've never done, so this is going to be interesting for me to learn how to release negative emotions. So, welcome, Robin. Thank you so much for being here with me.
It's my pleasure, Barbara. It's super nice to see you again, and you do so much good for the world, and we all appreciate
Oh, well, thank you for that.
it and need it.
Yeah, well, you certainly have expanded your world since we met the last time a few years ago in Connecticut, and you're doing amazing work now in Oregon. And tell us a little bit about what you're doing now.
Well, I've always been a lover of the hidden things that drive us. So the first thing that I delved into was hypnotherapy when I tried to lose weight and didn't. I made this firm decision, I will lose weight, and then I didn't. And it was like, who is this part of me that's stronger than me? Like usually you decide to do something and you do it. So I've studied hypnotherapy, EFT, which I know you love, been a practitioner for years. Body code and emotion code is actually quite a bit of my practice right now. A lot of people find me for that. Eden energy medicine, working with the chakras, pranic healing, um, simply healed. I love like learning more. NLP, it's just like exciting to me. And what's exciting is how can we kind of change what's under the hood, right? It's like, how can we really make ourselves who we want to be? It's like we decide to do something, and then there's all this part that's working against us.
Right.
And that's kind of, to me, that's like the mystery. So this, over the years, you kind of see, well, most of these things have some real similarities, right? So basically, you have something you don't want showing up, usually, and then you have what you do want. So, like, if you just say affirmations like, I am happy, and you're not, it's like, we all know. I don't need to go into that, how yucky that feels. So kind of the two parts are releasing the old and installing the new. So chakra clearing, you clear out a chakra and then you strengthen it. Pranic healing, you clear out the area and then you strengthen it. EFT, even though I'm feeling distraught, I choose to feel calm, so it's very simple. So, so do you want me to tell you about kind of the new thing I've been doing?
Yeah, the new thing that I don't know anything about that. I've heard about the ones, but not this one.
Okay. So, so this is just a super simple way that kind of combines several different techniques of change. The first thing is just to acknowledge it. And emotions are not bad. So let's say you feel discouraged. Let's say we could do anything. Do you have something else you'd like to try? We could do anything.
You mean any emotions or any, no, well, I guess fear is like running rampant around these days. I'm trying not to focus too much on that, but that is a big emotion that everybody's feeling. And fear about getting sick, getting the money, and all that. I try to turn off everything, but you can't really avoid it.
Okay. So the first thing is just to acknowledge it. Step one, just to acknowledge it and almost honor it and know that every emotion has a message, right? Mm-hmm. So like if your skin is getting dry, you probably need a vitamin. You probably need a nutrient. It's a sign. And it's the same thing. When we feel an emotion, it actually has a message for us. It's important. So fear says, be careful, watch out, because our whole system, our inner being wants us to be safe, right?
Right.
So fear is like, watch out, there's this virus, you know, we this inner being wants to keep you safe. Watch out, oh, your money is going away. We want you, I want me to be supplied, you know. So there's always a good message. So sadness, if somebody's super sad, there's a gem in there. There's something that I love has been lost,
Mm-hmm.
right? If there's discouragement, you're not inspired, you're not hopeful. So there's always, it's a mismatch to our inner being. So this is, I think this is a really important key. There's a reason that we're afraid.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to kind of almost like take that little gem out of the emotion, acknowledge it, because it's trying to get our attention. So they, you know, like I think it's Abraham Hicks that says it's like an oil light that's blaring, blaring, blaring on the dashboard. You put a sticker over it and go, ah, that's not going to help. You need to just fill the tank. You fill the tank, the blaring light will go off. So what's the message of this fear? Ooh, things are changing. I need to be safe. I need to be healthy. I need to have money. So the first step is just to thank the negative emotion. I always thank it, honor it. You know, what do you want me to tell me? And then we're going to release it. This is going to be step one. We're going to release it down the governing meridian. Tappers can just tap on all the tapping points, but all the meridians, all of those meridians flow into the governing meridian, which goes from the roof of the mouth down to the base of the spine. So you can use your hand. So we could just say, and you could do any one of these steps on their own and they'll be powerful. So you can either use your hand, which is magnetic. Emotions are magnetic. Our emotions are vibration. And this is why, like in body code and emotion code, Dr. Bradley Nelson has people use a magnet and just run it down the governing meridian. So you could just say, releasing this fear, releasing this fear, releasing this fear. So we'll come back to that. But even just that is powerful because you're using your intention, you're using your will, you're using your meridians, you're acknowledging it. You're not just stuffing it down. You're not just going, oh, fear. You're going, you could even say, I honor this fear. I acknowledge this fear. I do want to be safe. I do want to be supplied.
That's what you do. That seems really easy.
Exactly, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think truth is simple. So the second step, which is surprisingly, it's so apparent, but surprisingly challenging for people, is to go, what do I want?
Mm-hmm.
So what I like to do is, because people will go, they'll come at it from up here, like, oh, fear, I want to be whatever. They'll come up with some idea, but I like to put the hands over the heart. Oh, sorry, you can't see me, but put your hands over your heart, drop your consciousness down into your heart and ask your heart, what do I want?
And that is a challenging one.
What'd you say?
That is a challenging one to find out
Yeah.
what you really want.
So I'm feeling this fear. I honor that. I acknowledge it. And it might not make sense. Like you might say, oh, I want to feel confident, but it might be, I want to feel peaceful. It might be, I want to feel inspired. It might be, I want to feel strong. I want to be healthy. It's not always, I'm sad, I want to be happy. It might be, I'm sad, I want to feel uplifted. So you listen for the word that comes to you. So what comes to you instead of fear?
Safe, peace.
Safe and what else?
And peaceful.
Safe and peaceful.
Peaceful. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking happy seems to be too out there, but just safe and peace and calm is
safe and peace and calm. And that's why it's so perfect to just ask and almost let it bubble up. Okay. So super simple. So you can again take your hand or your magnet, and now we're going to go up the front of the energy system. So if you start with your hand at down by the pubic bone or just in your front, and you go exactly up the front meridian. I choose to be safe and peaceful and calm. I choose to be safe and peaceful and calm. And you can either go, so the central meridian goes up to the roof of the mouth, but some people like to go up. You can either go up to the roof of your mouth or you can go up over your head. I choose to be safe and peaceful and calm. And you can even breathe that in. So, what this central meridian does, Donna Eden says this is a really good meridian to zip an affirmation into. And I almost see it like there's this energetic core of us, and we're almost like programming with our words, with our vibration, safe, peaceful, and calm. Safe, peaceful, and calm. I choose safe, peaceful, and calm. I allow safe, peaceful, and calm. I welcome safe, peaceful, and calm, even if I don't know how. I always like to add, even if I don't know how, because our conscious minds don't know how to do this. Your conscious mind doesn't know how to heal a paper cut, right?
Do it like, I mean, we just were doing like the 2 seconds, but do you do it like tapping sometimes to go on forever, or
You
it
can.
3 or 4 minutes, or
You
quickly?
can. So that, those two together could be like what, under 30 seconds, right? This fear, releasing this fear, releasing this fear, releasing this fear. I choose safe. I choose peaceful. I choose calm. But if you want to do this a little bit more, if you have more than that and you want to make it more, literally more manifest, then I add in kind of the in between steps, or you can. So first of all, and I kind of do this on the two hands, right? So we did the back, we're going to end with the front. But now in the middle, we can do the two hands. So on the left hand, for most people, is your past. Like if you think about, here I am now, and here's my past. So think about a time, it doesn't have to be a big time, but a time when you really did feel safe, peaceful, and calm. It could be like looking at a sunset. It could be I, I was leading this great presentation, like a really kind of yummy time. And you don't have to say it out loud, but if you have one, you could. Or you could think of a couple of them, and you could even call them Time A or the Blueberry Time, or you could give it a code name if you don't want to say.
Now, I was just thinking when my dog is gone now, when I was with her, and usually first thing in the morning, she would wake up and start kissing me, and that was just such a magical time.
Okay, so we'll call that the magic time. And so when you think back to that, can't you just feel your physiology like safe, peaceful, and calm? Like because our subconscious, which is what we started talking about, our subconscious remembers everything. It knows it. When you think back to a specific time that you felt that, we encode things through our senses. So you can, it literally brings back the even the chemical. It brings back the vibration in many ways of that safe, peaceful, and calm time. So that would be, so it's really powerful to think of a time because it usually will flood your system, and it also tells you it's possible, right? Another reason why that works is like, oh yeah, I have been safe, peaceful, and calm. So we think about a time or sometimes more. So if you wanted to do this for like a whole tapping thing, you could think about other times, even when you were a little child, and it kind of activates that vibration. It enlivens it. So we're going to use the magic morning time with my dog, which is really lovely. So you're almost, this is, yeah, you can just almost feel that vibration just flooding your system. And then on the right hand usually is our future. Right now, the future is like really unknown, right? who knows? Who knows what's happening in the world? So you almost think about where, so now you have this safe, peaceful, and calm experience. It's almost like this energetic vibration. And where would we like to, what would we like to bathe with that? Well, I'd like to bathe. So even in the midst of this coronavirus, I'd like to be safe, peaceful, and calm. Even in starting up my new business, I choose to be safe, peaceful, and calm. Even in my new exercise program, even in my health concern, I choose safe, peaceful, and calm. So we choose where we want to flow that energy. We've got this lovely ball of energy. We choose where we want to flow it. So we're kind of working with the two magic powers. One is I'm saying, oh, the conscious mind doesn't know that much, but it does get to choose. That's its power. It's this little part of us, but it's powerful because it gets to choose. And this 98% of us is the powerhouse. So we've just kind of dug up this treasure house of safe, peaceful, and calm, and we get to throw it like a huge fire hose down into your future. So let's do all four of those steps together. So first, we're going to acknowledge, and we'll do this for us and for everybody. And also, I think this is another kind of secret I've learned is the universe seems to really like this, is whatever we do for ourselves, if we do it for others too, it just was like, boom, it's like this quantum leap up, because it's almost like we're offering this as, we're including the world, we're offering it as a pattern. It just gets magnified. I don't know why, but it does. I know it. So Barbara and I together, we are acknowledging this fear. Of course there's fear. This is really the most radical thing that's ever happened in our known history, that the whole earth is going through something. So we'd maybe be kind of crazy to not have fear, right? Mm-hmm. This is unknown. And I want to be safe, and I honor myself for that, and I want to be supplied, and I honor myself for that. And I choose to feel safe, peaceful, and calm. I remember safe, peaceful, and calm. Tappers might want to tap on this part. I remember that magic time in the morning with my dog. So safe, so peaceful, so calm. Life was so good. It was so much fun. I felt joy. And other times when I had plenty of money coming and pouring in. And this time when I was so healthy, I was just brimming with health. Safe, peaceful, and calm. I have all these beautiful memories of that. And when I think about my health in the future, I choose safe, peaceful, and calm. I choose it in my supplies and my resources. And then we go up the governing, up the central meridian, in the front. I choose safe, peaceful, and calm in my body. I welcome safe, peaceful, and calm in my mind. I know I can't change the world, but I can change me. I choose in my emotions to feel safe, peaceful, and calm. I choose to do everything I can to be safe. I choose to make good decisions. I choose to think clearly. I am safe, peaceful, and calm. My inner being resonates with safe, peaceful, and calm because that's in tune with who I really am. And that's what I choose, and so be it.
Wow, that was great. That was
Yeah.
really great. I can definitely feel the difference.
Yeah, it's just acknowledging what we can change, what we can't. In this case, we can't change the world. We can change us. We can choose how we're going to go through it.
Mhm.
And that's powerful. And hopefully a little drop of peace for the world.
Yeah, and I think like you're talking about like with other people, it's like everybody, there's so many people that are feeling the fear and they don't know what to do about it. So I'm hoping this is helping a few people out there.
Oh, I hope so too. I do, I do, I do. I think, you know, it is pretty inspiring to see how many people are coming together and doing like really powerful global healing things.
Yeah, yeah, and the more that I talk to people and in the news, get the news, but like there's so many people that are seeing it as a good thing and it's going to be okay, and they're getting close together, and the fear I think is like going away. People are like they don't want to even think about that anymore, and they think about things opening up, and I think it's going to be good, and I think what I'm doing and what you're doing is like just letting people know there are alternatives. They don't have to be unhappy and scared all the time. So we
Yeah,
do.
it's kind of a little cocooning time, right? It's like, okay, well, what can I have inside my cocoon?
Yeah, there's just so much. Um, yeah, just to stay inside and like talk to people that only have this energy and instead of because too much is out there. But this was amazing stuff and it's like really a lot of fun and easy and easy. How
Nice.
can people get in touch with you?
My website is Robin Friedman Energy. So that's ROBIN FRIEDMAN and energy. And my email is robin at robinfriedmanenergy.com.
Okay, great. Well,
Thank you.
I'm so glad that you were on, and everybody, I'm sure you're going to get so much out of what Robin and I went through today, and check her out. And thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you. My pleasure. All the best.